Oh man, oh man, oh man. What's going on, guys? So today we have some server merges. Want to discuss these in a video, share my thoughts, and of course see what you guys think. So let's jump into the video and talk about it. So this is actually the second server merging we're going to be having in 3 years of Blade Souls launch. Originally we had I think around like 15 or something servers. I remember when I was in Soha, and then it got downsized into Eura and Zula for North America. Now it's only going to be one server called Eura. Europe is going to be down to one server called Genusun. And essentially it's going to be like a mega server for each region, and this is definitely not a new thing. A lot of MMORPGs actually have this system. Probably the biggest example is Black Desert Online. They have one big mega server with multiple different channels. It's actually pretty successful, and when I play Black Desert, the game feels really alive because everyone's system one server. So I definitely don't mind this type of system. I believe even Elder Scrolls Online has a system, and that's a pretty big MMORPG. And overall, this is not anything shocking. Like, this is something I kind of predicted would happen. I actually thought it would happen sooner. Like, I thought it happened sometime in like late 2018. But now it is happening. We'll just be down to that one server. I think it definitely will help with the game, with raids, clans, dungeons, open world content. Everything will feel a little bit more alive because everyone will just be on that one server. And of course, every time they announce server merges, I remember the first time, everyone says the game's dying, the game's dead. And I definitely do agree to an extent. The game is definitely dying. There's a lot of people leaving for various reasons, a couple being the devs being really terrible at running the game, with various things like the white orb issue that I covered. Things like the gameplay optimization is still poor 3 years later for our launch, and Unreal Engine 4 is nowhere in sight, even though they say end of 2019, who knows. Even freaking just the gameplay itself being nerfed, like the dungeon gold and everything, the grind being super crazy. Various reasons why people quit, but that's why the player base just keeps dropping and dropping. Also really doesn't help that these last couple events have been pretty terrible, just really minimal rewards, not really fun, pretty boring. Overall, it's just so many reasons why people are quitting. It just feels like they're kind of prioritizing like RNG loot boxes and like trove and stuff over actually fixing the game up to make it better for everyone. Even with all this said, I still don't feel like the game's going to actually die anytime soon. And when I say die, I mean like the game actually shut down. Like the servers are down, you can't play it anymore at all. I don't think that's going to happen with Blade & Soul for at least a couple more years. Mainly because it still is their second most highest earning PC game that they have. And I always use the example of Ion. Ion is an MMORPG that's under NCSoft like Blade & Soul. And it actually has probably been around for like, I think like a decade now. It's been running for quite a long time. And the game is completely dead. It has like under 1,000 players. The player base is non-existent at this point, and the game is still running. So when people say that Blade & Soul is going to shut down in like a freaking couple months, if Ion is still running, Blade & Soul is not going anywhere anytime soon, trust me. Either way, I hope this is kind of a wake-up call with these server merges to NC West for them to realize you can't keep putting out these crappy events that no one wants to do because people are just not going to play. You can't keep screwing over the player base with changes that no one wants, or changes that completely affect everyone and it just hurts the player base. People are not going to stay and play through that. They're not going to get slapped in the face and still pay money for you guys. Like, it's just not going to happen. And I hope they realize that and try to keep fixing the game because it is still such a solid game, and at the core it is very fun. With the server merges, honestly, I saw some people complaining about saying like for Europe, one of the servers I believe is like a French server, and they're saying that the French players don't speak that much English, so that might be like a problem with communication. I honestly don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Really the biggest problem would just be people more toxic. Faction chat is going to be way more toxic. That's unfortunately how it's going to be for both servers of Eura and Genusun. It's just how it is in Blade & Soul. There's a lot of toxic players, unfortunately. You even see people complaining like, oh, them Zulia players are so toxic, I don't want them on my server. Or the Zulia players are like, oh, the Eura players are so toxic. Like, it's just kind of useless, like, bickering. And overall, I think everything will be fine after a couple of weeks once everyone settles in. I think the end result is that the game will feel way more alive with all the players running around in one mega server. So I definitely am a fan of that system. Also, it's going to be pretty cool to see my fellow YouTubers in-game now, like Evil Does Harm, Echo-Jin, and even Kreppy. All of them are on the Zulia server right now, and I'm on Eura, so currently I don't see them. Now with the mega servers, I will. So that's a cool little thing. Maybe I'll do like a cameo in one of their videos. I'll just see them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment below what you think. Are you excited about the server merges? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Let me know. Overall, I definitely do feel like it's necessary with the population of this game now. There's really no point in having like people separated in servers. Everyone should just be in one. Game will definitely feel alive after these server merges for sure. Overall, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one real soon, and I'm out.